Hannibal, my son. Stand before the gods and swear, from this day until your last, that you will always be an enemy of Rome.
Violated the treaty that binds you.
Your treaty is unacceptable!
I will remind you, the last time Carthage resisted Rome, your fathers were buried in the fields of Sicily. Those that didn't greet the dirt with open arms, we sent to serve Neptune in the waters of the Agates. The Mediterranean is undoubtedly ours, not yours. You gifted us whatever scraps of it you held when you and your mercenaries scurried back to your barbaric fishing village. And I am sent here to ask you to decide between peace and open conflict, as if you truly have a choice.
I choose war.
Hello fellow Spartans, and welcome to the introductory video for the Hannibal at the Gates DLC campaign that I'll be playing as. Now, if you haven't already, you've probably seen on my channel the faction vote video which I released a couple of weeks ago, and this has just finished downloading now, actually, the co-op DLC, so it's just been released on Steam about 5 minutes ago, so I thought I'd quickly jump on and do this video for you guys. The Let's Play will start later on this evening, but after, as I say, after the voting has finished, it's been going for about 2 weeks now, you all in the end decide that the majority wanted me to play as Syracuse. It's pretty touch and go between Syracuse and Carthage. I think it was about 4 or 5 votes in it. So yeah, Syracuse is the faction I'll be playing as. I think basically the reason why you've gone for it, and I think pretty much like I've said, is the fact that it's nice to see Syracuse are now in the game as a playable faction. You know, a lot of people wanted them to be in the game from the start with the Grand Campaign. They will have that option now. If you do own Hannibal at the Gates, you will be able to play as Syracuse in the Grand Campaign as well now. And you know, you're literally right in the middle of it from the start. Rome to the north, Carthage to the south. So literally, we are straight into it from the get-go. So this is going to be pretty interesting to start our campaign with, and it's going to be interesting to see how what prevails and how I react to that, really. Do I go and ally myself with Rome or Carthage? We'll soon find out as the Let's Play gets underway later on, as I say. So a quick little rundown of the Syracuse faction. Power struggle, so they've got 10% corruption in the provinces, probably because obviously they realise they're the weaker faction and they are susceptible to bribery from the stronger powers, so that's probably why that is in place. Flowering culture, 20% wealth from culture, but yes, Syracuse was a very wealthy faction in terms of culture. It had a lot of influence from the Greeks, so its culture was very rich and vibrant. So yeah, that's obviously why that's in there as a trait for the faction. Archimedes Eureka, so extra 10%. So I know Archimedes is the great inventor, or sort of what should I say, philosopher. So he must have been that he was part of Syracuse. I didn't realise that. So extra 10% for research at Syracuse. So that's the traits for the faction. Let's have a quick look over the other ones as well while we're here. So we've got Carthage, the great enemy, a major diplomatic penalty with all Latin factions, obviously. Popular support, public order bonus from presence of Punic culture. Strategic effort, 10% movement range for all armies and fleets. Okay. Rome. Now this is very much of a broken. Well, you know, it's not the states are not unified at the moment. It's 218 BC, and there's still states here which are owned by the Etruscan League, and the Samnites are down in the south. So it's still a bit of a divided faction for Rome at the moment. They haven't secured their empire or grown it at all yet, so it's going to be interesting if you play as Rome to try and isolate the peninsula and then move against Carthage. So Agrarian backbone, 15% wealth from agricultural buildings. The Pride of Rome, another 4% public order bonus. And Carthago delenda est, major diplomatic penalty against all punic factions. So basically the reverse of what Carthage was with the Latin factions. Lusitani, mighty warriors, 1% experience rate for infantry recruits. Sacred sacrifice, 4% or 4 extra public order from sacrifice, okay. And standalone moderate, diplomatic penalty with all factions, cultural aversion. So these are on the Iberian Peninsula in modern day Spain. They are sort of, you know, they are in a sort of catch-22 situation with Rome and Carthage at the moment. Who they go to and align with is up to the player and the AI really. And the Avavaci, they are 25 plus to diplomatic with all Iberian factions, so these are going to get public order bonuses with these here, or diplomatic bonus should say, with the factions in the Iberian Peninsula. They've got horse nobility, 10% morale for cavalry units, so yeah, it's a lot of good cavalry units, a lot of, I think one of them has been brought into the actual DLC for the Hannibal at the Gates, a very good cavalry unit. I can't remember the names exactly, but they are for the Aravaci, so they seem to be a faction that are very good on in terms of horse and cavalry units. Our land, so public order penalty from the presence of foreign cultures, so that would be quite a difficult thing to have if you're trying to take over these lands basically. Okay, so that's the 5 factions. So you guys, as I said, have gone and chosen for me to play as Syracuse, so I'm very excited about starting this campaign now. It's going to be very interesting how it goes and how it pans out from the early stages. The campaign itself ranges from 218 BC to 202 BC, 12 turns per year, and so there's about I think about 192 turns in total. So it's going to be pretty much the same as Caesar and Gaul. So that's it. So that's all I shall say to you now, guys. And I hope you've already checked out my Lionheart trailer, which I released a few hours ago. The co-op campaign, which will be coming to the channel and Lionheart channel in the next few weeks. So if you haven't already seen that, please do check it out. It's pretty epic, and I cannot wait to do that campaign with Lionheart. So for now, this is Warrior Spotter saying goodbye. Ciao.